What historical cases changed the definition of war crimes? Imagine a time when the rules of war were not clearly defined and accountability was rare. Over the years, specific cases have pushed the boundaries of what we now understand as war crimes. These cases helped shape international laws that protect civilians and regulate conduct during conflicts. The first major step came after World War I with the Leipzig trials in 1921. These trials involved German military personnel accused of war crimes. They were among the earliest efforts to hold individuals accountable under new laws of war, influenced by earlier codes like the Lieber Code. However, these trials had limited scope and enforcement, so they didn't create a universal standard for war crimes. Then came the Nuremberg trials in 1945. These trials marked a turning point. They were based on the London Charter, which defined war crimes more broadly. The Nuremberg trials included violations of the Hague Conventions and protected civilians and prisoners of war. They also established that individuals, not just states, could be held responsible for war crimes. This was a big change because it meant leaders and military officials could be prosecuted for their actions during war. Following that, the Tokyo trials in 1946 extended these ideas to the Asia-Pacific region. Japanese leaders were prosecuted for war crimes, crimes against peace, and crimes against humanity. This reinforced the idea that war crimes covered a wide range of offenses committed during conflicts, not just specific acts. In 1949, the Geneva Conventions were adopted, and they were expanded in 1977 with additional protocols. These treaties created detailed rules for protecting civilians, prisoners of war, and the wounded. They also made it clear that individuals could be prosecuted for violating these rules. These conventions became the backbone of the laws of armed conflict, emphasizing that states must investigate and punish war crimes. The 1990s saw the creation of the International Criminal Tribunals for Yugoslavia and Rwanda. These tribunals expanded the definition of war crimes to include acts like sexual violence, torture, murder, deportation, and enslavement. They also introduced the doctrine of command responsibility, meaning leaders could be held accountable for crimes committed by their subordinates. This was a significant step because it made clear that following orders does not excuse criminal behavior. Finally, the Rome Statute in 1998 established the International Criminal Court. This permanent court can prosecute war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. Its definitions and procedures are based on the lessons learned from earlier cases and treaties. It ensures that individuals can be held accountable no matter where they are from or what position they hold. All these cases and legal developments have gradually expanded and clarified what constitutes a war crime. They have created mechanisms to enforce accountability and protect civilians during conflicts. These efforts have helped shape the modern understanding that war crimes are serious violations of international law that demand justice.